Hello fellow humans and welcome to the auction review of week 1. Now it's already been going on for a couple of days, so now the prices are actually somewhat reasonable. Now we're going to start at the back of the tanks that are currently the least available, because obviously by the time you see this video, which in about 10 hours it might change, so keep that in mind. The Chieftain and the Borask. If you haven't gotten the Chieftain yet right now, and if there are still Chieftains left by the time this video comes out, buy it. Right now, it's an amazing vehicle. 15k is the best price you will ever get for this tank. There is not going to be pretty much ever anything better than this for a tier 10 of this performance category. So get it right now. Then we got the Borask, which 9k is too much. It's a vehicle that is alright. It can be pretty fun, but it's very clumsy to play with. You only have a 2-shot autoloader. It's not got any DPM. So this is a tank that I would not buy for 9k, and I would also not buy it for 8.5k. 7k, possibly, however, other than that, I wouldn't really consider it. Then the Dracula is a joke, obviously, and any price that is above 5k. That's the maximum I would ever pay for that vehicle. Everything above that is a complete and utter ripoff. And the MX MLE 54, I mean, it's 17k. The Chieftain is 15k, and the Chieftain's better than the MX. Now, the MX... it doesn't have any armor because it is a massive target. These plates right here are extremely weak, so don't think this tank actually has any armor because it is very limited in what it actually does have. And that's simply the front plate and the gun mantle. The rest of it is completely paper, and it is massive, which means it is very, very easy to kill. The Gravedigger is a joke for 8k as well. This is a vehicle that is, again, like the Dracula, nothing that you should ever consider if it's even remotely above 4 to 5k, and even then I would still think about it. Because, yes, they're special, they're interesting, but the performance is simply not there, and that's what you pay for. You pay for the performance. I don't care how the tank looks. To me, that is irrelevant. A review based on the performance of the vehicle that you're going to get, because that's going to be the most important thing. Because if the tank's nice to look at, but it plays like shit, it is not very fun, is it? Now, the Chimera for 9k and the Defender Mark 1 for 7.5k. That's a interesting question here, because I mean the Chimera is a great tank. Last time it was sold it was 10k, so this is already a better deal, and the Chimera is an amazing tank at tier 8 that I definitely can recommend you pick up. And if you don't, well, the Defender Mark 1, it's definitely alright. I don't know, 7.5k, yes, it is cheaper than the Chimera. However, in this case I would still very much go for the Chimera, because the Defender Mark 1 it's not quite on the same level. However, in the price difference, pretty much the performance and price is very in lockstep here. So if you want the better performance, go for the more expensive Chimera. If you want the cheaper one, but a little bit with performance, you get the Defender Mark 1. And they're both very solid tanks. And then the Kunzenpanzer, it's I mean, for 3.5k, I mean, it's a tier 6, tier 7, I mean. And that's not... yeah, it's overall, it doesn't have a lot of armor. It's not really that a great tank overall. And this is something that you play through as a tech tree, not actually spend real money on. Or even worse, spend your ad gold on it. So that is not a vehicle that you would ever want under any circumstances. Now the SU-130 is a tank that has been, I think it was 8.5k the last time it was sold. So again, this price is very solid. If you already have a Scorpion G, don't get it. However, if you are into tank destroyers, if you like playing tank destroyers, if you're a good player, most importantly, then the SU-130 can be a good option here. 7.5k, and also 7k, which will drop right after the video comes out, pretty much. Then that's a pretty solid price. Now, the Object 2 FTU, the lowest price of this vehicle is 5k, which means everything else you're a bit overpaying. Now, the next price is going to be 7k. It's a very boring, generic vehicle. However, it's good. Especially as a beginner, this is a good tank to get. So, it depends. Still, in my opinion, there are better options. One of those better options is not the IS-3 Defender, which is power crept very badly. I mean, it was OP in 2015, but it is no longer 2015, and even in 2015, it was questionable. So, yeah, this tank, no. If the 2FTU and the IS-3 Defender are in the same auction for the same price, the Object 2FTU wins every single time. So just ignore the IS-3 Defender. Then we go for the M41D and the T26. Now, the M41D was given away for free. So I don't quite understand why you would pay for it. That said, it's a fun tank. It's better than the Kunze-Panzer, that's for sure. 4.5k, or it will most likely survive the next price drop as well. I think 4k, for the fun aspect, can be solid. However, again, it was given away for free, and I would not really pay for it, because with the M41 Walker Bulldog, you can get 90% of the performance for free, and making creds at tier 7 is questionable anyway, and you want to do that at tier 8 with something like a tier 26 E5. 5k is the lowest price this vehicle was sold at, which means that if it is at 5k, then I can definitely recommend it. 5.5k, that's 500 too much. But for 5k, I don't know if it survives another drop, or if there is even another drop, but that is a pretty solid result for this vehicle at 5k. And it's a Pershing, that's better, and it's a pretty damn good price. It's not an amazing OP tank, it's not close to something like a T4E2. However, it's just about good enough, and for 5.5k, that's a solid deal. So, with that said, did you buy anything? Are you thinking about buying something else? Are you excited about week 2? Hopefully the week 2 review will be a bit more timely, but anyway, thank you very much for watching. Happy wasting your money. Bye.